I was 5, I met hip hop. Back then when Jada Pickett loved Tupac.
This is B Grimes and Taz that MC.
What up?
Yep, we're here today with On of the Unfadeablez.
Peace. What's going on?
This is Hip Hop Prodigies exclusive interview. All right, so to get things rolling, man. Real quick, where you from and where are you currently at?
I'm from Neptune, New Jersey. That's in Monmouth County, man. Little short town and shit, man. Around around Asbury Park, and I don't know. Like I said, man, I'm in New Jersey. I'm still in Jersey, just doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
What were some of your experiences growing up in hip hop?
See, around the time that I came in, you know what I'm saying, it was just like booming. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that Run DMC era. You know what I'm saying, man, where I used to be over my man who's actually a house DJ down in Atlanta right now. His name is Ant B. We used to be at his house, and he was the only cat that had 1200s and shit, man. That was around the area and shit, man. So we used to be over his house DJing and stuff like that, man. And that influenced me into a lot of stuff that was going on as far as like with hip hop. So we got into that, man, and it just flew from there. My younger brother actually started writing rhymes back then. And it was funny as hell, man, because, you know what I'm saying, it kind of influenced me a little bit to where I started writing a little something and stuff like that, man. But then it just changed over to the production part of it, man. And that set it off too, man. So this is where I am right now, you know?
So that was actually my one of my questions was, if you ever got into MCing, and which you already just answered, but would you ever consider going back to it, or do you still do it on the side, maybe?
Every now and then, you know what I'm saying? If it takes, sometimes, man, if I'm really feeling something that I did as far as production, man, I might jump on something like that, man. But it's more the music now, man, than anything, man. I put a lot of, you know what I'm saying, my time into the production and stuff like that now, man, as far as MCing and shit. Then I mean, there's some pretty decent artists out there, man, that we deal with, like Taz, you know what I'm saying? And
appreciate you.
and we you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just concentrate, pardon me, y'all. I just concentrate more on the production, man. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's some real talented artists out there and stuff like that, man. So I look for that, but I'm more into the production now of it than anything.
So how'd you meet BC and E-Choice?
Well, E-Choice, I knew an E-Choice, man, since 2001. It was funny. It was some guy down in Ocean County. That's like another county below from where we're at in Monmouth County. He had a production like conglomerate that he was trying to put together, and they had a big meeting, man. It was maybe about good 15 producers and stuff like that from around the area that actually came to this meeting. And me and E just clicked. My man E-Choice just clicked. And me and him been doing this thing for a long time. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We, from when Pro Tools first came out, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, me and him were riding up to Guitar Center to we would go check out, what they got and stuff like that. And the funny thing, man, back then, at Guitar Center, they would give you like these catalogs, and the catalogs would have like CDs in them with samples and stuff like that, man. So we would go up there and every now and then get that stuff, man. And we just got into the production, and me and him just been riding tough since, like I said, since like 2001. BC, I knew him from around the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? He was, one of the cats that lived around the way. And came through, and you know, he used to just sit down and watch, you know, what we were doing and stuff like that, man. And then several years later, that's when he hit me up and told me that that's what he wanted to do now too. So I told him what to get himself set up, and if he really was dedicated and wanted to do what he had to do and stuff, I'm put him down with the team, and that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is the squad, man, the Unfadeablez.
One Dynasty Entertainment. How did you become involved with Hell's Yeah?
Oh wow, this is funny, man. Several years back, man, where Instagram wasn't really moving as far as a musical or music like highway. You know, a lot of people were on Facebook and stuff like that. I wasn't too fond of Facebook, but it was an early stage in Instagram and stuff like that, man, where like not too many producers and stuff like that, man, were putting their music and stuff like that on there. And I came across Hell's Yeah. I don't know what it was, man. I came across one of his page, and he had a crown on, and he's sitting around like the studio with the board and everything, man. You know, I'm looking at this dude like, yo, who the hell is this dude? He got this crown on. What is he mean like that? And so I'm listening to this cat's production, man, and I was like, wow. So I was following him and stuff, man, and he followed me back. And that's when I started posting, you know, some of my music and stuff like that. And he started digging some of that. And, you know, I don't know, maybe about a year later, because I was still rocking with him and Mousetrap. I was following both of them at the time. And I believe he was nominated for a Grammy. He didn't win it, but you know, he was nominated for it, and you know, we was riding for him and stuff like that, man. And we were going to hook up one day. He was coming up from Atlanta to New York for like a Grammy party or something like that. It ended up getting canceled. So several months later, and shit, man, my mom had passed away, and then maybe a month and a half later, I was at work and Hells had hit me up and was like, hey, yo, I think you'll be a perfect fit for our production team and shit. Bro, it blew my mind, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely jumped at it, man, from gate, man, because I dug what he was doing. I was definitely digging his music as far as his lyrical ability, man. It was phenomenal. I went and even checked out a couple of videos that he did on YouTube, and yo, bro, I don't know if you checked them out, B Grimes or Taz and shit, man, but he got a couple of videos, man, from back in the day, man, where that sharp. He did a video, man, where he's talking to himself, you know, where he put himself like twice in the video, man. It's off the hook, man. So Hells is definitely a mean, that's a mean cat, man. I love that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He welcomed me and my crew into the family of One Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Everybody at One Dynasty, said Wines, you know what I'm saying? Mousetrap, Curvin, Acretia, you know what I'm saying? Cree, everybody there, you know what I'm saying? If I forgot you, I'm sorry, but you know, I'll get you. But everybody that they gave us mad love, man, and it's just been beautiful ever since, man. And so you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely honored to be a part of One Dynasty.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Who are some other people you've worked with though throughout the years? Because I know you worked with some people, and you know, can you explain or describe your experiences working with some of them?
Yeah, I've worked with. It's funny, man. Like I said, I want to take it back to another time, man. It's just where my younger brother, like I said, he used to MC. He actually was signed to Stan Pico Labels. If you don't know the Stan Pico Labels, that was the label that had Kool and the Gang. You know, Kool and the Gang was signed to this label. So my brother had just got a little contract, man. But the owner of the record company had a heart attack, man, and died. So his wife didn't want to do the music thing anymore. So that was it. But my brother used to hang with, he met up with Cool G Rap. And we used to go to Power Play Studios up in New York, man. And I used to sit there, and watch how they did their thing, man, and more with production and stuff like that. Like DJ Doc, he used to be up in there behind the boards, man, doing this thing and stuff like that, man. So, but that just inspired me, man, to just really get into, the production and getting it moving. But I worked with Rusty Jukes from Duck Down Records. We've got a couple of projects that we're working on right now that we're trying to get out now. That's featuring Hell's Yeah as well. I work with Prodigal Son. I was trying to work with another character, man, but it didn't work out and stuff, man. And then I got some future things that I'm trying to do with El Sensei from the group, legendary group, Artifacts.
Yeah.
And Sadat X. So we got some projects
too.
Yeah, Sadat X too, man. We're gonna get them on one nice joint, man, and we gonna make some noise, man. Definitely, man. So I talked to both of them, and we're definitely gonna put some things together. But I'm looking forward to working with other artists and stuff like that, man, and just try to make some things happen. I did a couple of tracks with Taz, that MC. You know what I'm saying? And, we got some funky things going on right now, man. And we got a couple more projects that we're putting together. And, our man Trife Majors. I worked on Ski Vasquez album, the NJ God. That's on Spotify and all of that. I did 3 tracks on there for him. So it's a few artists that, like I said, man, I worked with, man, to try to, really get some things moving and shit like that. So.
All right, Taz, you had some questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing this afternoon? Your time?
Huh?
How you doing?
I'm good, Taz. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm definitely doing well. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and calling in, and sharing some of your stories and experiences. We appreciate that, man.
No
definitely.
Doubt. No doubt, man. I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? Hip Hop Prodigies. Yeah, man. Hey, B Grimes, man. It's funny as hell, man. I was listening to that interview. And it's so wild. I didn't want to cut you off, Taz, but it was so
That's
crazy
all good.
how with like when you first approached me with the Hip Hop Prodigies thing that you have that's going on, it was so funny, man, because I was like, wow, man, I was like, I don't know, man, it's like, he's moving too fast, man. I'm trying to get an understanding of what he's doing. And me and Hells were a little kind of mind boggled at first, man, but then we was like, you know what? This shit's gonna work, man. So that's when me and him decided, we was like, yeah, we're definitely linking up with him. And it was funny, man, because you was like, I'm putting you down anyway. But yeah, man, I would definitely always wanted to be a part of, I'm saying, something that's going to roll with the culture, man, and the right way, and just that hip hop the way that it is supposed to be, man. And this is definitely a mean movement, man, that you got going on, man. So I'm definitely honored to be a part of this, man. Definitely.
Yeah,
so
I was actually, it's funny you say that, because I was thinking about that this morning too. When I first reached out, I think it was you on BC, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. And it's funny, I was like, it was funny, man. B, I was like, yo, this dude is a madman. I'm like, yo, he's dead serious. I mean, you know how you get people, they always want you to link up with them, and you're trying to make sure that you kind of linking up with somebody that's on their thing, man. And I don't know, man, you just stood out so. Yeah, the Hip Hop Prodigy, just that name alone, it just sat out so bad. Where I was like, yo, this is starting to make sense, man. This is definitely starting to make sense, man. So I like I said, man, I appreciate it, man. It's an honor, man, to be a part of this, and I'm looking forward, man, to making this shit shine even more. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, good looks, man. It's an honor to have you. My
That's
bad. I
what's
didn't mean to cut
up.
you off,
What's up?
Taz.
No, it's all good. No, I feel it
I'm
though.
sorry,
That's that
Taz. Go ahead,
energy.
Taz. Go ahead,
Not
Taz.
because
Yeah.
remember, B, when I told you when I seen you on that video, you know what I'm saying? I was like, it was just something about that video and that energy, and I was like, hell
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was like, I'm with it, so I definitely,
True
feel
indeed.
it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Something that's real and it's hip hop and it's definitely appreciated, and we got a lot of love. You know what I'm saying within the group, and a lot of talented producers and artists. So
Yep.
it's a
Yep.
blessing. For
It's
real.
definitely
So.
better. And it's funny, man. And it's like everybody that's a part of this team of hip hop prodigies, man, everybody is talented. It's not like there's
Right.
one individual that's like, everybody that I've come across, man, of hip hop prodigies, man, they are on their game, man. And
Right.
Not only that, man, I've seen
we
people just really start to shine too, man. Like,
yeah, well, we owe that to you, bro, because
nah, man, it doesn't me, man.
bro, you definitely. But I mean, listen, bro, we all do our thing. And, you know what I'm saying? We all strive for perfection and stuff like that, man. But it's like what you brought to this, man, it just made us shine even brighter, man. So, you know what I'm saying? And to see how big it's getting, you know what I'm saying? It's phenomenal, man. So, like I said, man, I'm blessed to be a part of this, man. Definitely, man.
For sure.
Oh, I'm
Definitely a
humbled,
lot
man.
of quality. We love you, B. We love you, man.
Yeah, B, man. We definitely love you, bro.
For
Look,
real.
Appreciate
look, look.
B, you over there blushing, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I was just about to say, you got me blushing over here, man.
Hey, man. Hey, man, take that, man. Take that bow, man.
For
Take that
real. All right.
bow.
Okay, well let's get back into it. So tell us, how would you describe your style as a producer?
Grimy, gritty. You know what I'm saying? A little dark. I don't want to say a little dark. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I like the style that I do. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny. I had a cat some years ago. He was like, "Oh, I'm telling you, man, trap music, man, is the way to." Dude, you're never going to get me into trap music, man, like that, man. I'm sorry, man. I mean, if that's for any other producer to do, fine. If that's what you're doing, that's fine, man. But I've just always been into a boom bap, you know what I'm saying, simple beat, man, with some mean, you know what I'm saying, extras and some devastating samples and stuff like that, man. So like I said, I'm more of a gritty, grimy type of producer. Like he's a little bit different. He's a little R&B with with some hip hop and stuff like that. And like BC, you know, he's a little hip hop and a little bit of might be a little R&B-ish too and stuff, man. But as far as like I said, as far as me, man, I'm gritty, grimy. I'm giving you that rough. So you know what I'm saying? When you listen to you hear them snares and you hear them kicks, I want you to be intrigued on what's going on. So that's the best way to describe me, man, as a very grimy, gritty producer.
I can dig it. And if you could have anyone, famous or not, spit to, one of your beats, who would it be and why?
It would probably be wow. It would probably be it'd be between Hells and Rusty Jukes. Hells
Okay.
and Rusty Jukes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know, man. That's crazy. I mean, because like I said, everybody that I work with, man, is so talented, man. And you know, I hate to leave anybody out, but as far as really trying to I don't know, I guess make get a real strong vibe out there, it would definitely be Rusty Jukes and Hells, yeah.
I can dig it. Okay. And what are some current or upcoming projects that we should be checking for?
Well, us and Hells have a project that we're working on to get together. I forget. I want to say the name right. I believe it's boom bap t-shirts and fitted caps. That's the title of the album. Boom Bap,
That's dope.
T-shirts, and fitted caps. And also me and my co-pro E-Choice got a project that we're coming out with too, man, where we got a host of MCs like you, Taz. We got Capital GP. We got my man Furious Nick. We got House the Beast, man, from Queens. A few other projects. I even got in touch with I don't know if you guys know. I'm actually in the works of doing some stuff with Mike Hands. So you know what I'm saying. I sent him some material over and stuff like that, and he's kind of digging that, man. And we're working on putting something together, a project together with that. But we like I said, those are the MCs and that we got that we're working on a couple of projects. My man, Mr. FP the MC, who did State of Mind. He jumped on that track, man, with Hells Yeah, and it turned out to be some things. So we got some projects coming soon. I can't give you a date yet, but we definitely have 2 projects that are definitely coming out, man, with everybody. So hopefully, man, we get out of this this stay-at-home thing, man, and get back to being regular, and we can get everything moving, man, and have this summer, man, kind of bumping, man, with every one of these talented artists that we have on this production coming up.
Yeah, definitely. I can dig it. Yeah, all we could do is hope and pray for the best. But I have a feeling, just staying positive that the summer's definitely going to be cracking. So, we'll just, stay positive. For those that don't know, how can they currently hear some of your work? Like, what are some of your, website links?
Well, I believe it's choiceradio.com. That's where E-Choice, he has our website going on up on there. You can also check out infusedmedia.com. We're in the works of doing stuff with that. Like I said, we don't have too much really shooting out right now. But if you go to, like I said, you check out Ski Vasquez, NJ God album. I have a couple of joints on there and stuff like that, man. That'll definitely y'all enjoy. So like I said, we got some stuff coming out, and if once we get everything laid out, I'll be able to get at y'all at another time with that, man. But yeah, man, it's just so much going on right now that what I'm saying, it's almost like we're backed up with stuff, man, and it's coming almost a headache trying to get everything lined out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But it'll work out, man. And then when it hits, it's going to hit. You know what I mean? It's going to be like definitely a wave or tsunami. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why. And it was like I said, it's so funny, man, because I can't really, like I said, if I could give a date, I could. But if I can't, it is what it is. So when it drops, it will be like a tsunami. You know what I'm saying? It's going to hit you without you really knowing. You know what I'm saying? So
real.
That's what we're looking for, man. So we're definitely we're ready. We're ready. We just need to, cross our T's and dot our I's, man, and get it moving. So
I can dig it for sure. Well, you definitely have some dope ass beats, and for the projects that we worked on, you guys can go to taz.mc.com or follow me, on social media, and you can hear a couple of tracks that me and the Unfadeablez have out. We released Tell 'Em. And then we also got Only One I Love. And then we also got some other things in the work. But, just to hear some of the, production and how we, put that thing together, make sure that, you check it out for sure. But, you're the team, and you guys have some, really dope fire, really dope beats. And, where do you get your motivation from? Yeah, definitely. Where do you guys get your motivation from?
I get it from the artists. I get it from the artists, man. I get it from the artists, man. I sit and listen. I go on your page and stuff like that. And by the way, like you said, you can check out our pages, E-Choice of the Unfadeablez, or you can go to the Unfadeablez, or you can check out my man BC ODE, and we definitely have music out there for you to listen to. But yeah, the artists influence me. Artists get me going. You know what I'm saying? And that's what gets me moving, knowing that there's hungry artists out there, man, that really want to get it moving. Like I said, like you yourself, Taz, and like, GP, Nick, that's my go-to right there, man. Nick Fury, that's my go-to. So, you guys, and they all influence me, man, to really just dig more into doing what I love doing, and that's making this music and stuff like that, man. And being the fact that I have a real good, strong connect with Hells and Rusty Jooks and stuff like that, man. So it definitely benefits so much, man. So like I said, man, I appreciate you guys, bringing y'all A games, man, when it comes to this production and shit like that, man. Because I always look forward to hearing what you guys put down on it. So it gets you. It definitely influences me to work even harder, man. To making some good music, man.
I can dig it.
Yeah,
And
for
I
sure.
appreciate you as well, and I definitely get that type of vibe and energy. That's why I continue to work with you too, outside of just the dope production. It's the
Right.
energy, and it's like, we can feed off each other, and it's like you kind of know now what I would sound good, rapping. And at the end of the day, when I go to the booth, I'm definitely gonna set it on fire for y'all.
Yeah,
So,
you do.
you know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
do. Yeah, you
So we
do.
motivate.
Like when you did Tell 'em, and it was so funny when you sent me the stems back to that, man. Me and E was looking at each other like, yo, this chick is a problem, yo. I was like, yo, and she's on the West Coast. I was like, yo,
Right.
she's spitting that, man. Like she's universal, man. Like she could be from any damn state. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just come with it, man. I was like, yeah, man. And just like I said, your delivery and everything is just. I was like, yeah, man. I'm digging her, man. And you remember Taz, man? I started I started catching a couple of things that you were doing, and I was like, yo, that shit nice, man. We need to do some work together and shit.
Right.
And that's how we ended up linking up and shit, man. It's funny, man. Just how you can come across and find talent like that, man. That's just live.
That
Man.
is. And we had followed each other like for almost a year, I think, before we even start working,
Yep.
together seriously. And then from there, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no looking back now.
Nah, not whatsoever and stuff, man. And plus the new, the couple of, the new things that we're working on right now. Yeah, we gonna make some noise. We definitely.
They ain't ready, fam. They ain't ready.
They ain't gonna be ready. They definitely ain't gonna be ready for that.
All right, man. Well, do you have any advice for like any upcoming artists or producers trying to get into the game or currently trying to get to the next level?
For the artists, man, just to stay on your pen game, man, and just let the producers, man, do their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? The producer, man, is more like a conductor, man. He conducts an orchestra, man. So, our artist is part of that orchestra, you know what I'm saying? As well as, what he puts together, man, as far as the music. So for the artist, man, just stay on your pen game, man, and be positive about, what you're writing about, and always, stay on your A game, man, because there's always going to be somebody out there, man, that's going to want to be better than you and stuff like that. Just stick to your craft, man, and the pen game is definitely, it's vital, man. You need to have that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to have an artist, man, that's just talking about the same thing that we hear every day. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody that's got some creativity of what they do. So, just be creative and you know what I'm saying, do your own thing and stay in your lane, and don't try to, be like somebody else, and you know what I'm saying, and hold your own. As for far as producers and stuff, man, just, you know what I'm saying, stay on your game. And when you're dealing with, you might be dealing with some signed artists and stuff like that. Make sure, man, if you're going to do stuff like that with them, man, that you got contracts and, you know what I'm saying, that the way that, things should work, as far as distributing funds and all that other type of stuff. Just be on your square, man. Just be ready for on how it goes and stuff, man. Because, the industry is a little funny, man. So us being independent and stuff like that, the way that we do, you know what I'm saying, it benefits us and makes it better for us, man. So that way we don't have to worry about anybody trying to control what we do as far as artists and producers. So that's some of the advice I can give.
That's real. That's definitely real. Well, especially during these times and everything that's going on, these should be the times where, it should teach us to kind of focus on what's more important and kind of how to use our time wisely. And,
Right.
How are you currently like holding up, during the COVID-19 pandemic, and how are you making use of your time?
Hey, just working on this music, man. Me and E will sit on the phone for hours. My girl will tell you, we'll sit on the phone for hours going back and forth, man, with music and sounds and stuff, man, to keep ourselves, moving, because we don't want to be stagnated and getting caught up in, what's going on and stuff like that. I mean, I'm currently out of work right now. Hopefully, man, we'll be able to go back to work soon and I'd be able to continue making them, some money and provide and take care of what I got to take care of and stuff like that, man. But during this time and stuff like that, the only thing I can do, man, is just keep sharpening my blade, man, and just keep hitting them with this production, man, and just work hard, man. It's almost like it's like I've got put into like a little timeout, but I'll be able to work on my music while I'm doing my little timeout. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely stay motivated with it, man. So even if it's a day where I kind of relax and don't mess with it, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, it ends up calling either me or E. We end up calling each other like, yo, I feel this. And be like, yo, I feel that. Next thing I know, man, me and him are sitting. He's sitting in his control room. I'm in my control room. And we're on the phone, man, going back and forth, man, with sounds and beats and shit, man. That's what we do.
Right. I try to look at this time too as like I'm out of work too, so I definitely I get where you're coming from, but I also look at it as a blessing, in
Oh,
disguise,
indeed.
because now, I can focus on, a lot of projects that I got going on. I've been working out like almost every day, trying to stay motivated, walking, so when it's time to, get back into the swing of things, I definitely want to come out stronger instead of just, I could be here laying up and just depressed and, feeling some type of way and why me? But at the end of the day, you got to keep pushing, you know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
we going to get out of this and we going to get out stronger.
Yeah, you got to be on your game and stuff like that. Not like, say for instance and shit, like say if they brought the NBA back next week,
Right.
90% of these NBA players is going to be out of shape.
Right.
They're not going to be
Right.
ready. They're not going to be ready. You know what I'm saying? The ones who really put it in, like I said, you know what I'm saying? That's like us artists and producers and stuff. Those who put it in. So when it comes time for it to go back, you know what I'm saying, we're stronger than before. So they're like, oh man, damn, I should have been on my game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where it is right there, man. So you gotta stay motivated, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't let this thing, beat you up, man. It's mind over matter. It's mind over matter. Plain and simple.
Definitely. Well, is there anything else that you want to touch bases on that we haven't already? Any last words or shout outs?
Just shout out to all the artists, that I work with, and shout out to all the other artists that are, that upcoming projects that we're trying to work with. Shout out to Hip Hop Prodigies, man. And like I said, man, I can't thank you guys enough, man. I watched your following, B Grimes, man. I watched that following, man, from like 106 to it jumping to where it is right now, man. I mean, dude, I really appreciate, man, what you done and brought to this hip hop culture, man. And shout out to them. Shout out to One Dynasty Entertainment, Hells Yeah. Like I said, Cree, Said, the whole crew. Shout out to my man E-Choice, BC, my daughter, Hopi, my girl, Kiwi. Shout out to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace to everybody. That's it.
Yeah, we got like
Thank you. Yeah, B. I know we're running short on time.
I just want to say something real. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say I just appreciate, you tapping into us, and we'll definitely be, talking later. But B, go ahead and wrap us up. Any last things you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to say, hey, thanks again for becoming a member. I remember, I think when I first saw you on Instagram, I came across your page. I think it's even I think you made a GIF out of that video because I remember BC was in the background, forefront, like bobbing your head. And I was like, yo, who are these dudes, man? This is like, I was like, this is the sound, man. These guys got to be a part of this, man. And that's when I think I first reached out to you. I remember I was like so excited because you hollered back at me. I was like, I was on the way to like Home Depot with my wife, man. I was like, yo, you got to drive. I got to talk to these dudes, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And it was funny, man, because like I said, man, in the beginning, it was crazy because I was like, I don't know. This is going to cause it. But once you guaranteed that it would not be an issue, and then I seen it for myself, I was like, oh, yeah, man, this is going to be nice, man. This is going to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I should be in those chat rooms and all of that stuff, man. And I'm going to be getting back to that, man. I'm definitely going to be in there, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to get involved in a couple of the challenges and all that other type of stuff as well. So,
yeah.
Right now, shit.
Yeah, man. Some beat battles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I'm looking forward to that. I think I had already told Mousetrap and shit, man. I was like, yo, bro, I'm definitely in. So, yeah, man. We could definitely set it up.
All right, so we got about like a minute left. So hey, I just want to say thanks again, man. And
yeah, man, thank you guys, man.
We'll definitely talk to you.
Man. And make sure all you guys out there listening, go to hiphopprodigies.com, tap in. Peace and love.
All right, peace everyone. Thanks again.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Peace, everybody.
I was 5, I met hip-hop. Back then when Jada Pickett loved Tupac. With my pops on the Abbey, let his speakers knock. Watching all his day one cell track rock. 92, 93, I heard Wu-Tang. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre straight killed the game. I should be going wild platinum. Recording with Cole and Kenton. Snide joke, little nigga, I really meant it. 95, I had the Cuban links, the tape was really purple. As a kid, I played it loud, boombox in a circle. Recorded ciphers, I learned from the older guards. These bitch niggas probably learned from the older frauds. At this time, all my uncles locked up. My cousin caught 2 bodies, the streets wrapped them up. 97, 98, Nas and Nori had me open. Arizona had me choking, moving in slow motion like... The coaches, running through my veins. Take a walk with me, let me try to explain. The culture, I spit dopamine. As long as I'm here, the game's not the same. The coaches, running through my veins. Take a walk with me, let me try to explain. The culture, I spit dopamine. As long as I'm here, the game's not the same. I wrote my first verse at 15, I swear I was home. Rockin' red jacket, spittin' rhymes in the cold. Then 2000 came, 50 Cent had it poppin', man. High school freshman, heavy in that Mary Jane. Roll it up, spark it, blow it to the sky. Throw some beats on, then I let my brain fry. 04, 05, I banged Dipset. Only new blood, I ain't know the cook set. I barely graduated. Money was my main bitch. She ain't never sucked my dick, but she always kept me lit. 06, 07, Lil Wayne shell shock. Jeezy had me trapped. I was best friends with Pop. 08, 09, I moved to Atlanta. Loading gun clips that was shaped like bananas. Shout out Gucci Man, East Atlanta Santa. I was getting $50 8 balls. It was great, y'all. the coaches, running through my veins. Take a walk with me, let me try to explain. The culture, I spit dopamine. As long as I'm here, the game's not the same. The coaches, running through my veins. Take a walk with me, let me try to explain. The culture, I spit dopamine. As long as I'm here,